I don't know why I thought that this was gonna work. Hi book friends, I'm Erin, and this is Erin Go Read. Happy Tag Tuesday. Today I have the Think Twice book tag, originated by Jolene at Bookworm Adventure Girl and AJ Dunn at AJ Dunn Reads and Writes. And I was so kindly tagged by Deea at Novel Ideas. If you are not already subscribed to her channel, go check her out. I will link her version of this tag in the description box. She's wearing, I'm so jealous because she's wearing this like super cozy, adorable flannel shirt, and it's supposed to be 90 degrees here today. So I am envying her weather where she gets to wear flannel. So this is a super fun tag, lots of the number 2 being used over and over and over again. And it was one that really made me think about things. There were some that came really easily, but others I really had to like think about my books, think about the books that I've read, dig deep a little bit. So this was kind of a fun one. So here we go with the prompts. The first one is Double Vision, a book with twins. And the first book that I thought of was, almost dropped it, Nothing to See Here by Kevin Wilson. This young woman is hired to be the babysitter for these twins. All cool, except for, oh, there's Charlie. What's up? Did you say hi? Can you say something? Now she's quiet. She's never quiet. This is our friends that I'm talking to. The same friends we normally talk to. You want to say hi?
Hi.
So this.
Hi, friends.
There we go. So this young lady.
Friends.
Oh my goodness! Now I can't talk. She's not going to stop. Hey, Stevie's going to eat your apple. So this young woman is hired to babysit this set of twins, and small catch.
Hi, friends.
They happen to spontaneously catch on fire. Hence the fire child on the cover. I really, really like this book. I gave it, I think, 4 stars at least.
Friends, can we please talk about Disneyland?
You want to talk about Disneyland now?
Yeah.
My favorite ride at Disneyland is Thunder Mountain. What's your favorite ride at Disneyland?
They're saying it.
Oh, they're answering?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they're saying they love carousel.
Oh, well, friends at home, what is your favorite ride at Disneyland or Disney World? We're in California. We've only ever been to Disneyland. Do you have a preference? Disneyland, Disney World?
Or can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah.
Friends, we just need a minute for a while, please.
Just hang on.
We went on a ride that was super long. We got to see animals that one.
Was it Splash Mountain?
No, the one where you don't go on waterfalls.
Okay.
This goes forward.
The Jungle Cruise, the one in the boat?
Yeah. I went on Jungle Cruise too.
Well, did you have a favorite animal?
They were super loud.
They were?
Yeah.
Whoa. This is not a very big chair for 2. Okay, can I finish doing this?
Sure, and then I'll talk.
Okay, this will be fun. Next up is Double Talk, a book with 2 or twice in the title, and I have Party of 2 by Jasmine Guillory. I read The Wedding Date by her. It was one of the first romance books I've ever read, and then I happened to find this one in a little free library. So when I'm looking for something a little lighter, I will pick this guy up. Then we have Seeing Double, a book with a reflection or a shadow on the cover, and this is actually one of my favorite, like, from a long time ago books. This is The Long Walk by Stephen King.
I want to see.
You want to see it? So this is this crazy book. It's kind of in the vein of, or like taking after Shirley Jackson's The Lottery, where we have, or like the Hunger Games, Battle Royale, where we have this tradition that happens in a town, in a community. And even though the reason for doing the thing is no longer necessarily, it's tradition, even though this thing is ridiculous and horrible, we still continue to do it. So it's been a really long time since I read this book, but it's something like every certain amount of years, or it might be a yearly thing. I think it's just boys of a certain age, like let's say like 12-year-olds, have to go on this long walk, and they basically just keep walking until there's only one left, and that is the survivor. They literally walk until they're dead. So yeah, I would love to reread this one. This was under the pen name Richard Bachman. Is that his? I think it's Richard Bachman. Is his pen name. I think that's actually, is that one of the questions? That might be from a different tag a pen name or a challenge, something. Anyway, Shadows. Okay, next up is Take Two. Two books with similar covers, and I had two, and then I happened to accidentally find three. So this is a trend that is super annoying to me. If you are a woman writing a literary fiction book in this current time, this you can look in the camera. This is what your cover will look like. Swirly, color blocked. That's how you know it's a woman writing literary fiction in the 2020 era. This is Black Cake by Charnaine Wilkerson. We have The Vanishing Half by Britt, Bennett, and then Jacqueline Woodson's Red at the Bone. I hope this is somewhat entertaining. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I thought that this was gonna work. She was quietly watching Barbie in the other room. I second that. A retelling, and the first thing I thought of, I haven't read this yet, but this is Kamila SHamsie, Homefire. While I'm holding this up, there might be a spoiler. So if you don't want to know what this is a retelling of, because if you know the story, it will ruin the plot of this. I haven't read this yet, but this is a retelling of Antigone, of the Oedipus Chronicles saga, whatever. Oedipus the King. Anyway, this might be telling of me as a young teenager, but Oedipus the King was one of my favorite books. Oedipus the King was one of my favorite books I ever read for school. I think I read it in 7th or 8th grade in English. Next is Two Can Play That Game, a character who plays two roles or who has an alter ego. So all I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna expand on anything, is Fight Club. It Takes Two, a duology. I have a book that I just finished, A Psalm for the Wild Built by Becky Chambers. The next book is A Prayer for the Crowned Sky. I will probably be buying this like this week, the other book this week, because I love this so much. Next up is On the Double, a book that takes place in 2 different timelines, and that will be Barbara Kingsolver's, did I say that weird? Barbara Kingsolver's Unsheltered. I don't have a copy of that. A Perfect Pair, the last 2 books you gave 5 stars to. That would be A Psalm for the Wild Built and The Pull of the Stars by Emma Donaghue. Absolutely loved this guy. I read it midsummer, maybe. It covers like mostly one day. It takes place mostly in one day. I think we go into the second day, and it's following a nurse who is treating patients during the Spanish flu in London, I think, or Ireland. Somewhere, one of those. 2 for the show, a book that has been adapted into a film 2 or more times. I have A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. The version that I grew up on, and my favorite version of this, is the Mickey Mouse Christmas Carol. We watched it at least once a year at my grandparents' house. Do you have a favorite Christmas Carol adaptation? What else? There's the Muppets one. There's the one with, what's his face? Captain Picard. I can't think of, I'm blanking on his name. I don't know if I've seen that one, actually. Isn't there a Jim Carrey one? There's so many Christmas Carol adaptations. Which is your favorite? Two's Company, a book written by 2 or more authors or translated. And I'm gonna go with The Vegetarian, which I just read recently. I don't have the book because I just took it back to the library, but it is written by Hong Kong and it is translated by Deborah Smith. And finally, we have Double Take, recommend a book pairing, 2 books that you think would go well together. I have 1 book that I've read and 1 book that I have not read. So the book that I have read is Heartbreaker by Claudia Dey. Yeah, by Claudia Dey. This came out, I want to say like 2018. This was probably one of the first books that I read as a result of BookTube. I bought it and actually read it. Hey, what a concept. This was recommended by Simon Savage. I have Savage Reads. And there is a woman who lives in a cult, and the story is told from 3 different perspectives, one being a dog. So this was really a fun one. So following a cult. And then this one is called Cult Following by Bexy Cameron, and I have not read this one yet. I plan to read it for Nonfiction November. Spoiler for that, TBR. And the Bexy's boyfriend or ex-boyfriend, not sure, stayed at my parents' house when like 15 years ago or so. He and some other boys from England, one from Ireland, stayed. We're over here selling books door to door, like educational books for kids, door to door, and they crashed at my parents' house for like 6 weeks. My parents have hosted many groups of these young, it's usually college kids from Europe, who come over here and work painstakingly through the Sacramento heat, selling books door to door, and girlfriend of one of those boys. So that is the It Takes Two tag. That's not what it's called. What's it called? That is the Think Twice book tag. I appreciate the tag. This was a really fun tag. Great job, Jolene and AJ, on a really creative tag that really makes you think. So I should tag a few people. So I'm going to tag, let's see if she does it. We love another video from Doris. So Doris at Aldi Books. Kim at Middle of the Book March. I just watched the In or Out tag by her, and she was lamenting the fact that she had not been tagged. So Kim, welcome to the club. You have been tagged. I'll tag Alex at Stay at Home Reader and Kelly at Books I'm Not Reading. Thank you for watching. See you around the tubes. Did a dust mote just fly by?